All right, well, let's talk about some scales. If you were stuck on a desert island and you could only play one scale the rest of your life, that would probably be the minor pentatonic scale, because the minor pentatonic works over every type of chord. It works over a major chord, it works over a minor chord, it works over a dominant 7 chord. Not all scales are so flexible. The minor pentatonic works over everything. That's why it's used in all styles of music and everybody loves it. In the key of G, we can play it like this. So I just descended the scale, starting from the note G on the 3rd fret of the high E string, then played 6 to 3 on the B string, 5 to 3 on the G string, 5 on the D string, that's our root note G once again, followed by 3 on the D string, 5, 3 on the A, 6 to 3 on the low E. And using just those 5 notes, penta means 5, so 5-tone scale, pentatonic scale. Just using those 5 notes, you can create some great blues solos. But if you want to take it one step further, we can add what's known as the blues note to this scale. This will be a 6-note scale. We take those same 5 notes that we did with the pentatonic and add one more. It'll look like this. So once again, we'll start on the 3rd fret of the high E, 6, 3 on the B. The new note will be found on the 6th fret of the G string, so we'll play 6, 5, 3 on the G string, 5, 3 on the D string, 5, 4, 3 on the A, and then 6 to 3 on the low E. So there's the G blues scale. Now, a good thing to be able to do is to extend the range of this scale. And we can do that by extending lower on the bottom 2 strings, and we can go higher on the top 2 strings. So here's what I mean. I'll start in the same position and descend. When I get to this point, 3rd fret of the A string, I'm going to shift, play on the 1st fret of the A string, and then 3 to 1 on the low E. Back to 3. Now to the A string, 1st fret, 3rd fret, and shift back into position with the 3rd finger. So from the 3rd fret of the A, 4th fret, 5th fret. So once again, to shift positions on the A string, just jump back here, climb again on the A string. Once again. Shift. There's our root note. Let's climb back up. Shift, shift, and climb back up. Now we can also extend the range on the top of the scale. So on the high E string, we can play not only on the 3rd fret, or the 6th fret, or even the 8th fret. We can even play on the 9th fret. We could even jump up to the 10th fret. But for now, we'll start on the 9th fret of the high E string, play 9, 8, 6. Just going down the G blues scale here, 9, 8, 6. On the B string, 8 to 6. On the G string, 7, 6, 5, 3, shifted positions there. Down to 5 on the D, 3, 5, 4, 3 on the A string, and shift positions. So now we've covered notes on the 1st fret up through the 9th fret. That's a big range for the G minor blues scale. And maybe that's all you need, but that's not all there is. Minor pentatonic sounds great. Sometimes, however, if you want to sound a little more sweet, a little more upbeat, you may want to switch to the major pentatonic scale. And great blues players effortlessly go back and forth between the major pentatonic and the minor pentatonic. Here's G major pentatonic. You can hear it's got that happier sound right away. So we can start off on the note G, 3rd fret of the high E, 5-3 on the B, 4-2 on the G, 5-2 on the D, 5-2 on the A, 5-3 on the low E. We can also add the blues note to this scale. Sounds like this. So we can call that the major blues scale. 3 on the high E, 5-3 on the B, 4-3-2 on the G string. That's our new note right there. On the D string, 5-2. A string 5-2, low E string 6-5-3. Once again. Or we can extend the range of that a little bit. So let's take a look at this pattern. Starting off on the note G on the 3rd fret of the low E string, I'll shift positions, 5-6-7, 5-7 on the A, 5-7-8-9 on the D. So I shifted positions there as well. 7-9 on the G, 8-10-11 on the B, 7-10 on the high E. So we've just done this. And back down. Okay, so now we've got patterns for major pentatonic, patterns for minor pentatonic, and you can combine those two scales, and that sounds great. You end up with a lot of notes that are possible. A little major pentatonic. Minor pentatonic. Little combination. And in this section on scales, there's one more thing that I'd like to talk about, and that is relative scales. Here's the good news. For every minor pentatonic scale that you've learned, you've also learned a major pentatonic. And for every major pentatonic, you've also learned a minor pentatonic. And here's an easy way to put that in use. If we take the first pattern of G minor pentatonic that we learned, it was like this. I'm going to take this up 1 octave, so just add 12 frets to everything. So rather than starting on the 3rd fret, I add 12 to that. That's going to be 15. So I'm going to start on the 15th fret, and here's the scale I just played, 1 octave higher. That's G minor pentatonic. Now, if I take this exact same shape and move it down 3 frets, that will give me what's known as G major pentatonic. The exact same pattern. Fingers do exactly the same thing, but just lower 3 frets. So I'm at the 15th fret here. 15 minus 3, 12. Start on the 12th fret. I just played G major pentatonic. G minor pentatonic. Move down 3 frets, G major pentatonic. Now, one of the big differences, rather than ending and starting on the note E, I should probably start and end on the note G. That'll make it sound a little more as if I'm in the key of G. But the pattern is identical. Okay, let me do that one more time. Here's G minor pentatonic. Move it down 3 frets, play the same thing, but I'm going to start on the note G. And here's G major pentatonic. So that's an easy way to combine. I can play an idea from G minor pentatonic down to an idea from G major pentatonic. Go back and forth. I moved a little bit out of range there, but I was combining major pentatonic and minor pentatonic. Whew! So just to review this section, start with the minor pentatonic scale. Know at least one pattern of G minor pentatonic. Add the blues note. Know one pattern of the G minor blues scale. From there, try the major pentatonic, add the blues note to the major pentatonic, and from there, try and grasp this concept of relative scales. If I play G minor pentatonic and then I move down 3 frets, my fingers do the exact same thing, I'm playing major pentatonic. Useful stuff, might be a lot to take in one sitting, so feel free to rewind the, I would say tape, but rewind the CD or on your hard drive on your computer. Anyway, listen to this information as many times as it takes. It's quite useful. It's taken me a long way, so. Good luck with all this stuff and enjoy the licks. Don't forget to try this stuff out yourself over the jam tracks.